Although the Angels didn't win the pennant that year, they had a temperamental outfielder by the name of Alex Johnson, who went into the final day of the 1970 season needing 2 hits to win the American League batting title.
Here's Alex Johnson. The statistics are as simple as this. Carl Yastrzemski is hitting .328.6. Alex Johnson 1 for 2 tonight. If Johnson gets a hit here, his average will be .328.9, and he would win the American League batting title. So it's all on the line. All the chips are down, and the dice are in the hands of young Jerry Janeski. And at the plate, trying to roll a 7, Alex Johnson. The pitch by Janeski. Johnson swings a ground ball deep at third. Up with it is Melton. The long throw, not in time. Alex Johnson will be run for. Johnstone replaces Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, the Angels have a batting champion.
With Johnson's batting title, Clyde Wright's 22 wins, another excellent year for Fregosi, and an off-season trade that brought slugger Tony Conigliaro from the Boston Red Sox, the Halos began the 1971 season as legitimate contenders for the first time in their history. But almost from day one of spring training, things went sour. There were key injuries. Johnson turned even more moody than the year before, and at one point even stopped running out ground balls. And to this day, he was the only player booed consistently at Anaheim. Johnson was also the central figure in many clubhouse incidents. Finally, in midseason, he was suspended and sent home to Detroit. Meantime, Conigliaro couldn't get started at all and was forced to retire from baseball at midseason because of an old eye injury. The Angels finished 10 games under .500 that year in what turned out to be the most disappointing season in the history of the team. A big shakeup followed the 1971 disaster. Lefty Phillips was fired and replaced with Del Rice, while Dick Walsh also got the axe as general manager and was replaced by Harry Dalton. Due to a players' strike, the 1972 season began a few days late, and it proved to be another mediocre season. The Angels did improve some, but still finished 18 games down the track, and once again couldn't make it over the .500 mark. After 12 years, the Angels had little to show for their efforts, and figuring they had nothing to lose, they embarked on an experiment in 1973, bringing in Bobby Winkles as manager. Winkles had been the successful baseball coach at Arizona State for many years, and the club felt that he would have a good rapport with a new breed of ball players beginning to come into the organization. The Angels also made a big off-season deal with the Dodgers, obtaining veteran Frank Robinson and young Bobby Valentine, whose potential seemed unlimited. Robinson always had a flair for the dramatic and wasted little time proving it on opening night 1973.
The hand for Frank Robinson, his first official appearance as a California Angel. Robinson probably should not be playing. Now the official announcement, and we'll hear another burst of applause. 522 career home runs, number 7 on the all-time list. Robinson waits, playing on a painful muscle pull. The pitch by Busby, swung on a long drive to left field. Back goes Piniella at the wall. Touch of ball.
The Angels got off to a good start in 1973, hanging in contention until mid-season. They were even in first place in late June, but a slump after the All-Star game spelled out another subpar year in Orange County. It might have turned out differently if it wasn't for a tragic incident that took place the night of May 17, 1973, when Valentine, who was just beginning to fulfill his promise, crashed into the center field fence.
Narrated, 3-1 pitch. Fastball hit deep to left center field. Back goes Valentine on his horse. Back. It's over the fence, a home run. And Valentine crashes into the wall. It hit the top of the wall at the 386 sign and bounced out into the parking lot, and Valentine is hurt. Left fielder Veda Pinson has indicated to Freddie Federico to bring a stretcher. Valentine, running as hard as he could, ran straight into the fence, had no chance to protect himself. He hit it head-on at the 386 sign.
Bobby Valentine recovered to play again, but he was never the same. Although 1972 and 73 gave Angel fans hope the club was on the right track, things fell completely apart again the next 2 years. Both in 1974 and 1975, the team finished last. Winkles was fired in the middle of 1974, and former Red Sox and A's skipper Dick Williams was brought in to manage. Although he had won pennants in Boston and Oakland, he couldn't do anything with the hapless Angels, and he was replaced by Norm Sherry in 1976. Between 1973 and 76, the Angels had little to cheer about with three exceptions: outfielder Lee Stanton and pitchers Nolan Ryan and Frank Tanana. Stanton and Ryan had come to the Angels from the Mets following the 1971 season in a trade for shortstop Jim Fregosi. Meanwhile, Tanana came up through the Angel farm system and was one of the few players the Angels developed that proved to be a success. With Ryan and Tanana, the pitching was good in those years, but except for some occasional power shown by Stanton, the hitting left a lot to be desired. The Angels became the butt of many jokes around the league, and one day they even took batting practice in a Boston hotel lobby just to prove they didn't have the ability to damage anything. But, as we mentioned before, Stanton did have some punch, and on July 10, 1973, he equaled an Angel record by hitting 3 home runs in a game at Baltimore.
The 3-2 pitch to Stanton. There's a fly ball hit deep to right field. Redmond going back. This ball down the line is gone. Lee Stanton, a young man that has been making contact as of late, goes to the opposite field on a high fastball and hits it out down the right field line.
The pitch swung on a long drive to left field. That is hit well, way back, and Stanton will touch them all.
Watt at the belt, checks Berry at first. The 1-2 pitch slider. High fly ball hit to deep left field. Bumbury back to the wall. This ball is gone. Home run for Lee Stanton, his third of the night.
By 1975, the Angels had gone some 4 years without hitting a grand slam homer. But Leroy put a crashing halt to that by slamming 2 jackpots within a week against Detroit and Milwaukee.
Outfield deep toward left. Stanton in a delightful spot, 2-0. Reynolds delivers. Lee swings, and there's a long drive to deep left center. LaFleur going back. It is gone. A grand slam home run. Lee Stanton touches them all.
Stanton for the Angels' first grand slam home run in 4 years the other night in Detroit, and a chance to quickly pound up another one. The 1-0 pitch to Lee, a sidearm curve and a deep drive to left field. Way back. Stanton has another grand slammer.
Despite driving in 144 runs in 1974 and 75, Stanton slumped badly in 1976 and wound up playing for the expansion Seattle Mariners in 1977. Although the Angels continued to struggle through the mid-70s, the 1-2 pitching combination of Ryan and Tanana gave the Angels some respectability. In Ryan's first year, 1972, he had come close to throwing several no-hitters, so everyone figured it was just a matter of time. And that time came May 15, 1973, at Kansas City.
The 1-strike pitch. High fly ball, this could do it. Berry going back to the warning track, to the wall, makes the catch. Nolan Ryan has pitched his first no-hitter of his career. Ken Berry waving the ball in the air, jumping up and down. Nolan Ryan being mobbed by his teammates coming from the mound. Oh, Nolan Ryan, the right-hander from Albin, Texas, has pitched the first no-hitter of his career.
2 months to the day later, July 15th in Detroit, Ryan equaled a Major League record by tossing his second no-hitter of the year.
Ryan has his sign. That 1-2 pitch, high pop, this could do it. Going back, Maioli in left field, makes the catch. Nolan Ryan has pitched his second no-hitter of the year and is mobbed by Art Kushner, Sandy Alomar, his teammates on the field, Frank Robinson, Tom Morgan, Solly Parker, and Bobby Winkles, the last one, waiting for Ryan. And listen to the applause from these appreciative Tiger fans as Ryan goes to the dugout, hand in the air.
Ryan came close a few more times that year, but what would have been a record-setting 3 no-hitters in one season eluded him. He did go on to win 21 games and strike out 383 batters, but despite those impressive credentials, he still didn't win the Cy Young Award. Ryan came back in 1974 to win 22 games, almost 1/3 of the club's 68 victories, and in late September, against the Minnesota Twins, Ryan tossed his third no-hitter.
There is probably as much pressure on the home plate umpire, Art France, as there is on anybody in the ballpark. It's on 3 for sure. Ryan, Soderholm, and France. Ryan ready. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging straight through. Nolan Ryan has pitched the third no-hitter of his career.
And less than a year later, June 1st, 1975, the Express tied Sandy Koufax's Major League record by throwing his fourth perfecto.
Crowd rooting almost as if they wanted a rally, but of course they're rooting for Ryan to throw one more strike. The 2-2 pitch, change, strike, 3, call! Nolan Ryan has pitched his fourth no-hitter.
Along with the no-hitters came the strikeout records. On September 27, 1973, Ryan broke Sandy Koufax's Major League record for the most strikeouts in a season.
Rich Reese, the batter. The pitch swung on and missed. You can feel it through the crowd, a vibration saying, maybe this is the guy. Reese, he hasn't faced him yet tonight. Reese batting in Killebrew's spot. Harmon was 2 for 4. He struck out twice. He walked. He doubled in 2 runs back in the first inning. Reese is hitting 151 total with the Twins and the Tigers this year. 3 home runs, 7 runs batted in. 1 strike pitch. There goes Carew. Swing and a miss. The throw to second base. Not in time. A close play. And the crowd cheers the call of second base umpire Lou DeMuro. It was very close. The crowd wanted Carew to be safe because Ryan now has 2 strikes on Rich Reese. So the go-ahead score is at second. 41 steals for Carew. 2-strike pitch coming up. Ryan sets. Here it is. Swung out and missed. Nolan Ryan is the Major League strikeout king of all time.